Welcome to December. I'm Jim, and this is Baby Boomer Tales. December is the month that ushers in winter, although my hometown back there in the north central Colorado Rocky Mountains, which is 8,000 feet above sea level, they've been experiencing winter since about the first part of November. And that's about par for the course. Growing up there, I remember it could be nice around Thanksgiving, but right after Halloween, you figure that winter's coming. Winter's here. Oh no, we're snowed in. And that happened to them this year. Snowed in. Roads closed all over the place. I don't remember roads being closed too much when I was a kid, although an avalanche on the pass, the mountain pass to get into that county, if there was an avalanche, it would surely close the road for a while then. Everything changes now. I think you get a foot of snow these days and they just close it all. Kind of like they do here in Kansas City area. Well, the Christmas decorations are going up, even though they started putting them up the day after Halloween. My wife's going to want to bring up the Christmas tree around here. That's okay. That's what she's got me for. I lug it upstairs. We bought a very nice artificial tree about 23 years ago after I spilled tree water all over everything and ruined some furniture. Years and years ago, we bought this nice tree. It's nice. It looks real. It comes in 3 huge sections that is a chore to get up the stairs, and that's why she has me around to do that. And I put it together, and then she does everything else. So I just go, yes, ma'am. What would you like me to do? Where would you like me to put that? And then my job is done until we take it back downstairs and put it in its box, slide it under the stairs down there in the storage room, and forget about it until after Thanksgiving the next year. I don't understand. It's up from, say, Thanksgiving until New Year's, and then it's down. It's gone. If I had my way, it'd stay there all the time. We'd just take the decorations off after Christmas and put them back on, after Thanksgiving. But I do not have my way. Oh, I am a man. I can change if I have to, I guess. Thank you, Red Green. You ever watch Red Green's show? It was a staple on public TV Saturday morning for years and years. You can now get it on the Roku channel. It's wild and crazy. It's worth watching. It is. You have to watch more than 1 or 2 of them, though, to just get a feel of the place, if you know what I mean. Well, I'm going to talk about something that's just not even close to Red Green and all those guys up at that hunting lodge up in Canada. And that is AI, artificial intelligence. It's all around us, It's in most everything we do, most everywhere we go. I decided to tackle this issue head on because I get texts and emails and messages constantly about including AI into this podcast. So apparently that's a new thing with podcasts is AI. I imagine if I did that, it'd be a lot slicker, but maybe I'll just rub some olive oil all over myself. I'll be slick. Should I have said that? I don't want AI in Baby Boomer Tales podcast. I don't. I like my average or so intelligence, human intelligence, just fine. Thank you. I was first made aware of AI in the movie The Terminator. Do you remember that? I think it was made in the early 1980s. Had Arnold Schwarzenegger and Linda Hamilton in it. The plot of it was they were in 2029, basically 4 years from now, right? It's going to be 2025 in a month. So 4+ years from now. And this killer robot goes back in the future, to 1984 to kill this mom that would someday give birth to a guy that was instrumental in fighting these killer robots. These robots were artificial intelligence that had taken over because man had too many flaws. So they were trying to eradicate the human race. That's a short synopsis of this movie. and it was very successful and had some sequels after it. But it creeped me out a little that a robot, artificial intelligence, could do that. I've read some things about AI turning on their master, should I say master? Their humanoid. Ugh, spooky stuff. Since it's all around us anyway, it's in our traffic lights. I guess they could do it so all the lights were green and we'd have big accidents and intersections if they wanted to, if they organized themselves. That's like insects. They would take over the world if they would just get organized. Whew, boy, I don't know. Okay, so anyway, don't despair. Don't despair. It's just part of us, and AI's been around for a very long time. They dabbled in trying to get AI clear back in ancient times. I'm just going to go back as far as, I don't know, 1818? Let's go back to 1818. Mary Shelley's novel Frankenstein. Old Dr. Frankenstein put that monster together. AI. But we've got closed caption. That's AI. I use it all the time. Closed caption for the hearing impaired. We've got Siri or Alexa. That's AI. Our phones are AI. Our cars, especially these ones that park themselves, parallel park themselves. There'll be self-driving cars one of these days. All that's AI. Everything inside your car anymore. It's getting kind of weird. Saudi Arabia has even given a humanoid AI-generated robot named Sophia citizenship. Now, I think that's over the top, and I don't know what the Saudis are thinking. I mean, is that sick? Is that weird? It's weird to me. Sophia. Most AI robots are female. Siri, Alexa. They say that the voice is more soothing and easier to communicate with, easier to understand, to feel comfortable with. So most of our robots will be like that robot in the Jetsons, Rosie. She's a female. And I don't think our AI is going to be anything like the Jetsons at all. But robots are in almost all aspects of our life. In 1956, the modern AI was actually born. There was a workshop at Dartmouth University, and it started this whole thing. Clear back then, trying to put intelligence into computers. This is like 1956. I didn't even know computers actually existed in 1956. If you ask Siri what gender she is, she will deny that she's a female. She will say she has no gender. Okay, I'm leaving that one alone. There's so many things I could talk about if, people wouldn't lose their minds over it. I could even make some great jokes about it. But Siri has no gender, just a female voice. Another form of AI is facial recognition. Some traffic light with a camera in it can take your picture, and all of a sudden you run the stoplight. They don't even need to take a picture of your license plate. They can figure out who you are by that facial recognition and send you a ticket. What about HAL on 2001: A Space Odyssey? That guy was kind of like the Terminator. He went bad, turned bad, bad to the bone, bad to the circuit board. I don't know. Remember, they had all kinds of problems. Hal wanted to kill them. I think Hal did kill them. I can't remember, really. I am going to watch the Terminator, though. This fascinates me. AI does fascinate me. I mean, things like you say you want a new pair of tennis shoes, and all of a sudden every advertisement in the world is trying to sell you a shoe. You know what I mean? They've got voice recognition, facial recognition. All of our customer service is AI. Trying to speak to a person anymore is, let me speak to a human. Human, Human. Our GPS is AI, and I use that all the time. I welcome it. It's far superior than folding up some road map. Those things don't even make sense. Even the old MapQuest where you bring it up on your computer and then you print it off, GPS is far superior to that. It just tells you. Now, I did have a problem with it the other day. I was in a little town trying to find my firewood guy, and I drove right by him. I was looking at my GPS instead of seeing all the firewood stacked out there, and it kept telling me it was recalculating my trip. Instead of saying, stop, hold on, you're here. So, I don't know. But GPS is good. I like it. Search engines, Google, that's all AI. What about your vacuum? AI, robot vacuum. Just turn it on and it gets it all. I think they have those in lawnmowers. Now that could be quite dangerous. An AI lawnmower. Your watch has AI. My phone, the other day I was goofing around and I pretended that my wife had hit me or something. I fell backwards on the bed. Just let myself free fall backwards onto the bed. Next thing I know, my phone is saying that I've fallen. Do they need to call 911? Am I okay? All this stuff. And I didn't even know how to turn that part off. And it couldn't take a joke, obviously. That's the problem with a robot, is they can't take a daggone joke. That is a real problem. Think about it. It's bad enough that most people can't take a joke anymore, but the robots have no capacity to be able to understand a joke or sarcasm or any of that stuff. Take me to your leader. Darn robots. Our phones are full of AI, and yet we all have to carry our phone. I'm the worst. I can't go anywhere without my phone. If my wife's going to be gone more than a day, I don't even go to the bathroom without my phone in my pocket, just in case I fell or something happened to me. I've got my phone on all the time. Now, if she's around the house, I wander off and then I wonder where my phone is. A lot of us, if we've bought a new kitchen appliance now, it has AI in there. I'd rather have the old-fashioned appliance that'll last 20, 30, 40 years than a newfangled AI that's going to last 3 years. I talked about this. I had a whole podcast about this once before, about smart appliances. I don't think they're so smart. Well, they are. They want you to go back to the store and buy the new model in a couple years. That's how smart they are. It's programmed in them. I'm convinced of that. Nothing is made so it lasts longer anymore, it seems like. Except for cars. I do think the cars are designed to last longer. And I'm grateful for that, because cars aren't cheap anymore. I mean, they never were cheap, but they're really not cheap now. I don't know what else I can talk about. Did I skip any of this stuff? I tried Googling, of course, the AI and artificial intelligence, and it gave me all kinds of stuff about ancient people making tin boxes or clay animals, and tried to put intelligence into that. So man's fooled with this AI, probably since man's existed. In 1819, when Mary Shelley wrote that amazing book, or 1818, she had to have something rolling around inside of her to fabricate that and tell a tale. One problem with man is I think we're smarter than our own good. I do. If Arnold Schwarzenegger knocked on my door, what would I do? It's a strange world, and it's going to get stranger. 2029 is coming. But I believe that we fear not. Trust God. It's going to be all right. Never forget to be kind. With everything going on around you, be that little light that shines. Hey, I'll be back next Wednesday. That is my plan. We're chugging our way to 2025 even as we speak. Thank you for riding along today. It means more to me than you'll ever know. Peace out.